They say the Call of Duty cycle is one of the most vicious cycles in gaming. You hype up a game for practically the entire summer. You play the betas. You shit on the betas. They don't change anything from the beta because that's what you're going to get in the full game once it drops. You play the full game once it drops. You purchase that game and you hate the game. And you spend X amount of months out of the year playing and hating on the game. And then when you're done with that, once the next game is hyped up and drops, the last game was great. I can't believe what any of you guys were thinking. The last game was great. You all just hate it because you suck. Etc. 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 Oh my god. This game is trash. I would not recommend buying this game to anybody. Like, honest to God's truth. Like, everyone's been saying how similar it is to Modern Warfare 2019. I personally hated Modern Warfare 2019. That's just my opinion. To me, it was one of the worst. Playing those betas was one of the worst gaming experiences of my life. I'm just being honest. And I'm just being realistic and honest with all of you. I hated every minute I played that beta. The only thing that made that beta worthwhile playing to me was I got to hang out with all my buddies for a little while, a couple days out of the week. And that's when we were all playing a full party getting shit on by skill-based matchmaking lobbies that were in the beta for some reason. But if you enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019, you're probably going to enjoy this game. You're just probably going to enjoy this game. I'm appalled by what I've played this past weekend. And it's not, and I'll be honest with you, I had to pre-order this game. I put $10 down at GameStop just to get an opportunity to play the game because I was curious to know if the game was actually going to be somewhat good. I'm pleased to tell you that once the next beta drops, and that's completed towards the end of this week, I'm fucking done. This game, I don't want to fucking play this game at all. I have no interest in purchasing this game going into October, November, whenever the fuck this game drops. To be honest with you, they should delay this game another month or two. Probably delay it the latest December, because this game is not ready to be shipped. This beta is appalling with how many issues it has with TTK, with just overall connection issues, because this happened to a couple of my friends and myself, and I know my internet's not the greatest. I've gone on tirades about how my internet sucks, but when my internet is good, it's good. When the game itself is actually lagging you in the middle of gunfights for God knows what reason, and this will happen for this happened for like the first 5 to 10 matches of me playing the beta. It's all it kept doing was glitching at the wrong possible time. It even glitched me in cases where I benefited from it. And when I killed these people, when I killed the enemy players, I thought to myself, holy shit, I feel bad for this guy. He didn't deserve that. He really didn't deserve that. That was the game lagging me in the middle of a gunfight and actually giving me the fucking W in that gunfight, as I somehow can't kill this guy who's a fucking standing target. My aim is so fucking trash for some reason in some cases. It's just going everywhere at once and I can't control it on my joystick. I don't know. But needless to say, I have no intention on purchasing this game. I did not enjoy this beta. I enjoyed it more when I was playing solo, and this is not a knock on any of my friends, but I find that as I play this game solo and I don't talk to anybody, I do better and I enjoy the game more. But then I just, I'm stuck in my own head getting pissed off and I'm just not having a good time because I'm not talking to anybody. So then it's kind of like a counterbalance. Like, do I want to yell and, rage with my buddies who are all going through the same exact thing? Or do I want to play silently in a silent rage and just want to absolutely bash my head against the wall, but end up going positive, just barely, for most of the matches I play, just for my own, well-being, mental well-being? Do I care about going positive, or do I care about being social? Who knows? But either way, that's a question I have yet to find out, and God knows if I'll find that question out, or find the answer to that question, I should say, when the next half of the beta drops this weekend when it's open on PlayStation 5. For the record, this is PlayStation 5 gameplay, by the way, everybody. As far as graphics go, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit let down. Um, it feels kind of a downgrade from Modern Warfare. I know it's the same engine, but like when I played Modern Warfare's beta, I thought graphically the game was a lot better looking than this, in my honest opinion. Something about the graphics are just off, man. It feels like a slight downgrade for, the system I'm playing on. Of course, PC may be even better. I'm not much of a PC player, even though I do have a pretty good PC that can run this type of game. I just had no interest in, playing it on PC. I'd rather play it on console. As far as what else do I got? As far as the maps go, compared to Modern Warfare, I actually don't hate the maps. Like this map is okay. I don't know, I forgot the name of it, but it's a pretty solid map. And then there's the one map, the hotel map, which is actually probably my favorite map of the beta, except it just has way, way, way too many goddamn entry points in certain parts of the map where it's just like hard to tell which is where. Red Star, I think, is it Red Star or something like that? Whatever the fuck the Soviet map is. Soviet map is not a bad map either. It's not a bad map to learn. It's not a hard map to learn, I should say, as I fucking absolutely blow that fucking opportunity there. But it's not a bad map. It's just too big for 6v6. So like any 6v6 game mode, specifically TDM, you're not going to reach the kill limit. You're gonna reach time limit every single time. I don't think I ever reached the kill limit on that map once before they started adding new modes. It's much better suited for objective-based games. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of that one map from the beta that from Modern Warfare. I forgot the name of it now. I don't know why I've lost it, but you'll know what I'm talking about. It was like that big urban map where you're getting killed from 20 different window directions when you run down the street. I forgot. I don't know why I fucking lost the name of that map, but that's what it reminds me of. It's just a better version of that map, in my honest opinion. It's not so many buildings. It's just the buildings have far too many entry points and far too many corridors where you just don't know where the enemy's going to be coming from. But maybe that's just me being picky and nitpicking on things due to my own play style and my own, how I think during a game where it's like, fuck, why is that guy behind me? But either way. The weapons and how the weapons feel, I mean, I don't know, man. It's pretty jumpy at times. I know you have to upgrade them as the game goes on, but I'm just not into fucking trying to upgrade weapons to get the attachments that I desperately need and to get the attachments I need to even get, relatively good enough to even kill these people. But for people that know like this game, you're going to start, once you start making classes, you're good. That's one thing I do want to touch on. The base classes suck ass. They're terrible. They don't fit my play style at all, which is why I was having such a tough time as I started playing through the beta. Once I started customizing my own classes, and this will probably apply to any fucking Call of Duty, but in this game specifically, I noticed that I played much, much, much better as I was customizing classes to my liking. One thing I do want to touch on, too, speaking of customizing classes, where the fuck's my minimap? Where the fuck is my minimap? Why do I have to choose a perk to get a minimap where people show up on the map when they shoot? That should be in Call of Duty regardless. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They say this is the Modern Warfare engine when Modern Warfare didn't have people on the map. It took us, dude, we fucking begged Infinity Ward during the beta for a mini-map, and they finally implemented it, and the game got a little bit better over time, but in the beta anyway. But the fact that they just haven't learned, I think that's the toughest part about this pill for me to swallow, is the fact that Sledgehammer just hasn't learned from Infinity Ward's blatant mistakes from Modern Warfare 2019. It's such a copy and paste ripoff that this just doesn't have a soul to it. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like a copy and paste of a game I absolutely hate with a World War II skin, which everyone's sick of playing a World War II game anyway. I mean, just 5 years ago or less, they released World War II, and shortly after that, or around the same time, Battlefield 5, arguably one of the worst games of the Battlefield franchise was ever been released, was also World War II, and I don't think either game really delivered a proper World War II experience. So I'm not sure what Vanguard's going to do as far as storyline and campaign-wise. I don't purchase games just for campaign. I purchase it for the whole package, like, a third-party mode like zombies or survival or some survival type mode, multiplayer and campaign. That's why I harp on this so much. That's why I always go back to Black Ops 1 when I reference the best Call of Duty of all time, in my opinion. Because Black Ops 1 to me had it all. And to think that after over 10 years, I haven't been able, or I've had a rough time trying to find a game that checks all those boxes. The last time I ever really had that box checked was Black Ops 2. And Black Ops 2 to me was a pretty average game for what people hype it up to be. It was an alright game. It was pretty solid. It wasn't my favorite, but it was probably the last game to check any of those boxes because because there were certain things about the game that I enjoyed. I just don't think it's as good as everyone says it is. But honestly, man, Call of Duty's in a rough spot. It's been in a rough spot for years, and just Activision Blizzard and all the developers just continue to be inept and just incompetent to the issues at hand, and I just give up. I really do just give up with this franchise. I used to think years ago that I would never not buy a Call of Duty, and this was during the heyday of like when I started playing in Black Ops 1 going into Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. Once Ghost came and I didn't buy that Call of Duty, I said to myself, fuck, is it going downhill that I don't want to buy this game? And for the last, since Black Ops 4 maybe, I haven't purchased a Call of Duty with my own money. I purchased it with other people's money, but not my own. So it goes to show the state of Call of Duty and how I feel about it since, the Black Ops 4 time span. And it's not in a good place in my opinion. So, and I wouldn't honestly, like I said, if you were a Modern Warfare 2019 fan and you enjoyed that game, more power to you. If you enjoy the game in general, more power to you. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do with your money. All I'm saying is, in my honest opinion, I wouldn't buy this game. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.